Duncan, I want to direct this to you, if that's okay. People are either illegally or regularly within the United Kingdom until they ever come close to your detection. But you mentioned flights from Belgium or from Paris. How on earth can anybody board a flight in a Schengen area country and land in a non-Schengen area country, irrespective of the common travel area, without the appropriate passport or visa authorization?
The answer is they shouldn't be able to.
So how is it happening? I mean, I'm curious about that. I think part of this discussion, we should be curious about that. How is it happening? If we're talking to the Irish, because that's where they're landing, in Dublin, for example, or in Cork or Shannon, if we're talking to them, we're not curious to ask, how are people flying from non-CTA countries in Schengen area to a non-Schengen area in the CTA country without ever being checked?
Yeah, I mean, I can't answer that question. It's not actually my expert area.
So does anyone on the panel have an answer to that?
No, that's it. What difference?
No, we deal with a serious organised crime elements of that. As part of that organised crime element, there is some facilitation of movement in the way you describe using false documentation that is part of that threat.
Every citizen of our country is going to be busted over the next couple of weeks trying to make sure they have the right documentation, queue for hours, go through a process of making sure their holiday can be realised rather than rejected. And yet there seems to be, in my view, a lack of curiosity around this. We've heard CTA mentioned as an inhibitor. How is it that the guards in the Republic of Ireland are able to board trains and board buses regularly and routinely, pre and post-Brexit, to check people coming into their country, and yet we don't do it at all within the United Kingdom?
The reason we can't do that in Northern Ireland is, I mean, I haven't got the powers to board buses. I just don't have those powers. So
you could do it with the PSNI.
Sorry?
You could do it with the PSNI.
But then that'd be subject to relevant risk assessments and safety protocols for PSNI. I can't operate without PSNI.
You can't operate without PSNI?
I can't. I do not have the powers. My staff have the powers just to stop buses and get on them.
So it's a car issue? It's nothing to do with CTA?
Personally, there's also the safety of my officers and where we do that. But first and foremost, myself, it's a power issue. I'd have that. There's lawfully, I can't stop a bus that's travelling from Dublin to Belfast.
Have you ever considered a joint operation with PSNI?
I think at the moment, I mean, Dave might want to come in, but at the moment, as I said, we think from risk assessments, it's safer to do that. And we get better outcomes at the ports, whether it's airports, ferry terminals, or train hubs.
Are you aware of people landing in Dublin and being told by Irish officials where to get the bus to Belfast so they can present themselves?
Anecdotally, I've heard that, yes.
You've heard that? Yeah. And yet, no joint operations, no curiosity about how people are able to land, and no discussions about how we close those avenues?
I think there's a lot of curiosity, and there is information sharing between the Garda and ourselves to target people. We prefer to target them at airports and ports as opposed to on the road.
Yes, once they might come close to Great Britain, doesn't matter for how long they're in Northern Ireland.